All right, thank you, Tony. And now here is Frank Robinson facing Bob Moose, 24 years old today, Bob Moose. A happy birthday to him. Born in Export, Pennsylvania, which is about 15 miles from Old Forbes Field. Bob lives in Pittsburgh now. He won 11 and lost 7 this year with an earned run average of 4.11. A strike to Frank Robinson. Moose was used as a starter 18 times and as a relief pitcher 12 times. Boog Powell at first. One down, the Orioles ahead 4-3 in the last of the third. Playing off the bag against Powell. Van Gien boxed that one in front of him. A ball and a strike. They're giving Frank Robinson the right field corner. Wide open out there. They're deep and toward left for him. One pitch. He's trying to go to right, too. He was trying to smash that ball through the right side of the infield or into the right field corner. A big hole on the right side of the infield.
Kurt, a year ago, he was 0 for 9 in the World Series and still tried to go to right field and got a base hit out of it when the Orioles came home.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Bob Moose strikes him out. 2 down. Monday morning on Today, join Barbara Waller, Joe Garagiola, Frank Blair, and the entire staff in welcoming new host Frank McGee to Today right here on NBC. Ellie Hendricks up, grounded out his first time. And they're playing him almost with a shift. Gets away, there goes Powell the second. A wild pitch charged against Bob Moose. 2 down, Powell now in scoring position. They have called the catching position the weakest spot in the Baltimore lineup, and yet the Baltimore catchers have produced 19 home runs this year. 9 by Hendricks, 9 by Etchebarren, and 1 by Dalrymple. Hendricks can pull the ball to right a long way. On the corner to him. A ball and a strike.
I'm just thinking, Kurt, that if Moose can keep the ball where he had it the last pitch to Hendricks all day, he'll not have any trouble with Elrod. That was a perfect pitch to Hendricks.
Trying to keep it there, but that time he missed. 2-1. You remember in the '69 World Series against the Mets, one of those unbelievable catches that Tommy Agee made was off the bat of Hendricks to deep left center. He's not supposed to hit there, but he did.
Who can forget the Hendricks hit in the World Series in Cincinnati last year? 4,000 hops over third base.
Right. 2 balls and a strike to Hendricks. 3-1. Boog Powell at second, 2 down. The Orioles ahead 4-3, last of the third. Three and 2. That's Jackie Hernandez that you see in back of second, the shortstop. And he's played 2 or 3 of the Oriole hitters this way now. Three and 2 to Ellie Hendricks. There's a drive into right center. Clemente going back. He came in on the ball and had to go back. You very seldom see Clemente do that. Charging and then had to reverse direction. 3 runs for the Orioles. 3 hits. There were no errors. 1 left. At the end of 3, the score. Baltimore 4, Pittsburgh 3. But a share of the World Series voted to him by the Orioles. They love him. Mark Belanger, outside ball. He lost his hands in a fire. His father is an undercover narcotics agent for the Maryland State Police. great example to all you youngsters around America that you can do what you want to do. Ball 2, 2-0. Belanger singled up the middle his first time. 3-0 to Mark Belanger. It was quite a basketball star at Pittsfield, Massachusetts. He's got the build of a basketball player. Tall, lean, big hands, quick action. 3-1. 2 down, nobody on. Baltimore leading 4-3, last to the fourth. There's a drive in the right field. Clemente charging. Ricochets off his leg and glove. Belanger coming for 3. Clemente picks the ball up and it's too late. Clemente, normally an acrobat in the outfield, with a diving attempt at that one, and it must have struck his right leg, Chuck.
Well, let's watch it again. The effort of Clemente to get the line drive in the alley in right center. And it caromed, as you saw, right off the left knee and really took off as if somebody, had hit it with a bat. And yes, that outfield is a little bit bumpy and a little bit tough to handle. And I'm not sure whether Roberto was in between coming into a slide to make the catch and then decided, well, maybe I can get it on the fly. 3 base hit.
Belanger has a triple. He's on third. There are 2 down. And the Oriole pitcher, Dave McNally's up. He struck out his first time. Five hits for the Orioles, 2 homers and a triple among them. The Pirates have had 3 hits. The Orioles leading 4-3. 0-1 to McNally. That's Mrs. Dave McNally in the background in the circle. Hoping her husband can help his own cause right now. The 1-strike pitch to him. 0-2 to McNally. Belanger at third, 2 down. Just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McNally. I believe only another player or 2 has come from Montana into the big leagues. The climate is not conducive to play baseball the year round. The 1-2 pitch struck him out. No runs, 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left. And at the end of 4 innings, the score is Baltimore 4 and Pittsburgh 3. The Baltimore Orioles.
Thank you very much, Kurt, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Buford, and he is 1 for 2 today, and that's the story on his seasonal work with the Orioles. One other comment. Buford with 19 home runs 5 times this year opened an Oriole game with a home run. I guess that might have been called a timely comment. Well, he is now 2 for 3, and Baltimore with a 5-3 lead over Pittsburgh. And there have been a total of 9 base hits in the ballgame. The Orioles have authored 3 home runs and a triple. And now Rettenmund with a key hit in the Oriole 3rd inning, the 3-run home run. Buford's home run is his 3rd series home run. It is first in his first at-bat in '69. He had 1, also 1 in 7. 1-1 to Rettenmund. Rettenmund led the Oriole club in hitting with .318. He also led the club in stolen bases with 15. Ball, 2 strikes to Rettenmund. watching Bob Moose, who was pitching in relief of starter Doc Ellis, who went 2 1/3 innings. Good breaking stuff from Moose, and he notches his 3rd strikeout, 1 out in the inning. I'm sure you are aware they are not really booing Boog Powell. They just kind of croon his first name, Boog. And the big man has said, you better believe I can hear that G. Powell has grounded to short and walked. Ball 1. And the Pirates continue to play Powell as they have each trip to the plate. An overshift with 3 infielders between first and second, and the outfield, as you saw earlier, deep and around the right. Ball 2. Powell, we take a look now at the disposition defensively of the Pirates. And here's that inviting third base side of the infield. Of course, I would imagine Pittsburgh would be happy to try and have Powell go the other way. Now, third baseman Pagan. Well, you see the wind that Kurt mentioned a little earlier, going from third to first, is what dropped it back in fair ground. 2 down. The NBC television network is doing the World Series for the 25th time. The inaugural telecast of the Yankee-Dodger series of 1947. NBC had a modest network of 4 stations. In this series, 200. And here is Frank Robinson. Homered in the first inning. Struck out in the third. He was the first man that Moose faced in the third inning. Ball. Ball 2. As Tony Kubek commented earlier, the spark was ignited on the Frank Robinson home run in the second inning. And I think back, and many of you do too, I'm sure, to the Orioles' first World Series in 1966 against the Dodgers. And this was the man who ignited the spark with a home run. 2-1 to Frank. Moose again with fine breaking stuff. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. No. A full count, 3-2 to Frank Robinson. 2 out, a run in on the Buford leadoff home run. Baltimore 5, Pittsburgh 3, Game 1 of the 1971 World Series. Second time Moose has fanned Frank Robinson. The Orioles a run, a base hit, and nobody left on at the end of 5. The score, Baltimore 5 and Pittsburgh 3.
A reminder to all sports fans that in February 1972, NBC Sports will be in Sapporo, Japan, telecasting the 72 Olympic Winter Games. Over 30 hours of alpine skiing, ski jumping, cross-country, bobsledding, speed skating, figure skating, hockey. All the events that make the Winter Olympics so exciting. And you'll see it right here on NBC. 5-3, Baltimore leading. They're batting last of the 6th. Here's Chuck again.
Elrod Hendricks, 0 for 2, has grounded a second and fly to right fielder Clemente. Ball 1 to Hendricks. Now a ball 2, and the Pirates are playing Hendricks, as you see by position of shortstop Hernandez, just exactly the way they play Powell. The very same way. 3 men between first and second, outfield deep and right. And there they are. Just the way they defensively set up against Boog. On-deck hitter, Brooks Robinson. 2-1. I think the comment was made earlier that Moose working the ball inside to Elrod Hendricks. Hendricks with good power for such a slender man. 9 home runs. And look at the shortstop. This is shortstop Hernandez behind the bag. Actually the first base side, and we have 1 out.
That's twice, Chuck. By playing the shortstop there, they prevented base hits from going through the middle.
Number 5. Here is Brooks Robinson, hitless in 2 trips, flied to center, and was out on a comebacker to the mound. Had the fantastic World Series against Cincinnati last year. And just, won all of the awards. And when he went home, driving home with his beautiful wife, Connie, after the game, he had to be one of the happiest men in the world until he got home. And then he had a put down from his 6-year-old son. Everybody in the world realized what a great series Brooks had, and he walked into the house, and Mike walked up to him and said, "Hey, Dad, who won?" Brooks said, "That's the kind of a come-down I needed."
They can humble you, can't they?
They really can. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Brooks Robinson. Again, if you just joined us, you're watching Bob Moose in relief of starter Doc Ellis, who went 2 1/3 innings, 4 Oriole hits and 4 runs. 2-1 to Brooks Robinson, including a solo home run by Frank Robinson, a 3-run home run by Merv Rettenmund in the Oriole 3rd. Three balls, 1 strike. Base hit. Whoop. I'd have to say that Gene Klein was a little bit anxious to make a pickup on that, but he handled it without getting in any trouble. Hit number 7 for the Orioles. And the batter is Dave Johnson. Dave has gone out on a broken bat line drive to the mound and then fly to the right fielder. And he started this season, as you see, in tremendous fashion with a 17-game hitting streak.
And a good man going to right field behind the runner.
Absolutely. There's one thing that Dave kind of bugs his manager. He's a fellow who is not content with one stance. He uses many different stances in the course of a year. That's it fairly well. We'll watch left fielder Scarjo. Does he have a play? He's got it right off the wall. And a beautiful throw to second.
On drug abuse, if your child is school age, you'd better start doing your drug homework.